Hello and welcome back to BlueTube for another edition of our podcast, if you like. Wanted to really touch upon a few of the rumours that are circling around today, actually, as of the time of recording, and also just go through our pre-season games against Burton and Crewe, Alexandra, it was.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, and it's good just to get a catch-up as well, isn't it? Because a lot seems to have been going on, especially today, isn't it? And I got a little bit excited today looking at social media. You might know what we're talking about. I don't know how true it is or what the nuts and bolts of it are. But there seems to be a few things to go through. Lots of it's going to be rumours, isn't it? What do you want to do? Do you want to start off with talking about the games and then we move on to talking about these rumours and these players we've been linked with and players that are linked with leaving Blues as well?
I suppose the games, really, keep it chronological. Because the games, I think we're all in the same boat as fans when we looked at the games, weren't we? A lot of the fans cast their minds back to 12 months ago when we lost 5-0 to that the Austrian side, Paderborn or something like that.
Yeah.
And everyone at the time thought, oh, here we go again. You know, it's all doom and gloom. And then obviously we went on to have the record-breaking season that we did. We all know what pre-season's about. It's about fitness, energy levels, getting players who've just come into the squad or players who have just left, getting that team, that nucleus to gel together, as well as I've just mentioned, their fitness. That's what it's really about. Of course, you don't want to lose a game, but that's not the point. We need to keep that in mind, really, when we look back at this game. There's a great chance for us to look at Kyogo, a little cameo from Gray as well, and he looked electric, had a decent free kick, basically, when he came on.
Brand new team again, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brand new players coming in.
Chance to play the kids as well.
One thing I wanted to say was, on my way home from work tonight, listening to WM as I usually do, the sort of football phone-in that hasn't really started back up. I think it was Richard Wilford that was on, and he was going through like all the friendlies from over the weekend, and whoever he had on as a guest, he was saying to them, is it time to worry? Both Blues teams, should not worry, but should we be concerned leading into a new season with those results? And the guy was like, absolutely not. It is literally about... Now, I love to win games, and Chris Davis he was upset at that, wasn't he? But at the same time, it is a run out, and much as that whole team will be told to go out and get, the win and go out and impress and play like you want to win a game, treat it like, a cup final every game. At the same time, we were playing one of the teams like from last year when it was just like against a brick wall, wasn't it? And maybe disappointed to a certain extent. I think we're happy. I think we're all right and allowed to be a little bit disappointed because we want to win as fans, don't we? But at the same time, yes, like you say, it's getting minutes, getting the fitness up, but it's these new players coming through as well, and no one looked out of place. To be fair, I mean, It was all Blues. They caught us on the counter. Then we brought on kids in the second half, which really looked promising. Those kids look as if a lot of them could step up as well. So,
yeah,
I think I take out especially, I didn't watch the Crewe game. I've only seen the results. I haven't even seen the highlights for it, and I don't suppose there's much in the way of highlights to see.
Didn't say no.
But certainly the Burton game, and let's face it, Burton are a bogey team for us, aren't they? To them, it was, it's going to be a big game. And do you know what? Fair play to Burton. They held us back. But no, I'm not going to take too much into that game. I mean, we haven't even been on and discussed the Seville game, really, have we? I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
That was something. That was mental. Yeah. That was, and it's knowing that we can do that.
Yeah, goes to show, doesn't it?
Against result, class opposition or classer, if you like, opposition, and no disrespect to any teams out there. Blues, when they need to, they'll turn it on, and that's my honest belief. I just think that they didn't look disappointed at the fact that they were chasing the game. They didn't look like they really broke a sweat. It was all Blues possession, and I thought it was still good football. Just not necessarily the result, but come on, it's a friendly.
Yeah.
It might sound like I'm backtracking with things I've said in the past, but we're fans of football. We're allowed to do things like that, aren't we?
Well, it wasn't all doom and gloom. It was a great chance to look at Kyogo, like I was touching on earlier, and the reception that Gray got was excellent, wasn't it? What did you make of her?
I thought Gray looked straight away, first game back in a blue shirt, I think he's going to be exciting this season. And I think we've just got to enjoy the fact that we've got him back now and he looks up for
It
it.
was strange from our perspective, because when we saw him, he was a kid last.
Yeah.
He was just a young lad. And then you see him now, much older, a man now, gone from a boy into a man. And you see him playing with the rest of the academy squad, and he's just pointing, shouting at them, telling them where to be, geeing them up.
Yeah.
It's just a total switch. That was quite bizarre to see, but lovely at the same time. Although that was a perfect moment. Really like to see that. And no, the result didn't go our way, but seeing moments like that, it's good. Good to get him back in a blue shirt and out onto the field again, I think.
Yeah, it's still really promising, isn't it, looking ahead now? I think
Definitely.
the depth that we've got, that might be changing as we speak with some of the news of the possible ins and definite outs by the looks of it today. But the depth still, and we're still talking about like some big signings. And I've said this all the way along that I think there will be something big to happen. And there's been a little bit of a rumour about that today. If you're ready to move on to talking about that. Any more you want to say about the game, or
No. I'll let you crack.
the only reason I'm not talking about the Crew game because I really can't comment on it. I just saw that it was 4-0. Probably not a lot to shout about.
Probably the same sort of things we'd be saying, Dad.
Yeah, and it wasn't exactly a starting 11 like we did put out against Burton.
Even less so.
But I mean, if here's a hypothetical for you. If that was not even hypothetical, possibly real. If who we sign now is it. You've got to be happy with that now, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
But the talk, and there's been rumours that someone upstairs at Blues has been saying that there'll be definitely another couple.
I feel like you've got something different in mind to what I have. Go on.
You tell me what you think it is.
Well, in terms of going out, it's been widely reported today, as of the time of filming, that Alfie May looks like he's going to go off to Huddersfield.
Well, that, I think, may have been confirmed. 1.3 million.
Is that right?
Apparently Huddersfield are taking it. They also want someone else. That's the rumour, I think.
Mark Leonard. Yeah.
Yes, Mark Leonard as well.
Wow.
But we've been linked with a player that's currently in the over the Emirates side of thing that wants a move to the Premiership.
I know you're going to say he's off to Everton.
Oh, has that been confirmed?
But there's very, very strong links for a £37 million move to Everton. He's not going to come here, is he?
Do you know what, though?
Mitrovic.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? I only read what's been on social media, but then, like, some really good sources.
Mm.
And I could see Blues pulling something like that off. I really could.
I think we're a little bit short of a transfer like that, personally.
I mean...
But who knows?
Yeah,
I've been proven wrong before.
For his age, and do we really want someone like that?
Do we need a Mitrovic now? Do we need him?
He's just an out-and-out goal scorer, isn't he? And he's trouble on the pitch, in a good way.
Stansfield's trouble.
I know.
Diogo's trouble.
But do you know what, though? I think when I read it, it was just players that were linked with. And if you'd have said it like 2 years ago, being linked with a name like that,
immediately, wouldn't you?
You'd laugh and you could see all the comments and things. But now you could half believe stuff like that, can't you?
Mm.
The other big one, which is more the disappointing thing for me, it's another out that's been only rumoured. That's Laird going to Southampton.
Really?
That's what I've read today.
No chance.
Again, it's all... I can't see why. I mean,
no chance.
We're building for the future. Laird is, for me, heading well to being a Premiership player.
No chance of that.
His pedigree and where he's come from is phenomenal for me.
He had arguably the most amount of progression as a footballer out of all the players in our squad last year.
Yeah.
If you look at him from previous years.
Him and Keshe.
Yeah.
For me, last year we discussed this loads of times, didn't we? But and it was going back to, like, we can discuss it a little bit now. Alfie May, I'm a little bit disappointed in, but at the same time, the guy, he's a player, isn't he? He's not one of these that come and sit on the bench. You can see that he got pretty much frustrated last year. Yeah, so you've got to admire his, he wants to do that. But I think if it is 1.3 million, I think that's good business for the Blues.
It's a decent bit of money, absolutely.
He's 32, is he? 31, 32?
Yeah, he's in his young 30s. I know that much, not too sure on how. He's getting on, certainly. Still can do a job, though.
I would have loved to have seen him in the Championship.
I think he would have
if not for seeing Alfie May in the Championship, for him,
Yeah, that's what
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's devastating to think about because when you look at our celebrations back at Peterborough, he was having his interviews with Birmingham City and Sky Sports and the like. How happy he was to be a championship player, referring to himself as a championship player. He's so well in League One for so many years. Part of me does wonder how much of this is Alfie May's decision. Huddersfield, obviously, it's no surprise that they've come in for him. We beat them to the post from Charlton last year. I think it was very, very close to actually happening. Him going to Huddersfield then. I think we swooped in last minute and took him from Huddersfield. So let's have it now that he's going there. Yeah. It depends on him, depends on the player, but I know that we've got our part to play in it as well. I know something that you want to touch on. I'll let you say this, I won't steal it out of your mouth. With Craig Gardner from the OSC meeting.
Yes.
The business of players.
Yes. And it's the first thing I thought of when I read that about May today, because I saw the rumour bit, and then I saw somewhere that it was supposed to be confirmed.
Then you see on Sky Sports football, and it's like, oh, well.
Yeah, this is it. And I sort of reminded myself, really, because, and we mentioned this a few videos back where it's a case of, who we're going to keep hold of, who we're going to lose, in the close season. But when we went to the OSC meeting with Jeremy Dale, Craig Gardner, and they were talking about there are going to be players that go out and they may even be like your fan favourites or players that you think are going to be of the ilk to actually take you somewhere. But it will be for the betterment, I think is what he said, of the club. And it does make you think, well, what have we got up our sleeves then if we're letting... Because Alfie May, for me, would have been your bench player, but coming on and making a change, even in the Championship for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a bit disappointed because some of those balls, going back a little bit to the game against Burton Albion, we were getting a lot of balls in the box. But not really getting on the end of them, were we? Come here, you.
Isn't it crazy to think that only a breath ago we were gasping for a decent striker or strikers?
Yeah, and then suddenly we got an abundance of them, really.
Alfie May going doesn't really seem like... Yeah.
But I think if we were going to be realistic, much as it's become like a bit of a sort of fan favourite, how much game time would he have got?
There's not place for all of them. This is why I was talking about the Mitrovic thing. An embarrassment of riches in a bad way. You can't satisfy all of those players.
No, this is it. And, he's coming to sort of the twilight of his career and he will want to play games. And I suppose, realistically, it's going to be a really, nice lucrative deal for him because, a bit of a signing on fee. And you can't knock a player for that. Especially, a guy that came into the game late. I mean, it's brilliant. It's a cracking story the way he came in, working as a framer on building sites. Came
into the game quite late, didn't they?
It was a bit of a fairy tale move for him, really, when you look at it. And so I wish that guy all the best going forward because...
Well, he hasn't gone yet.
I know.
He hasn't gone yet.
But to get this far and for it to be sort of publicised like this, it looks... I mean, I'd love it. If he ended up
I'd love it. I would as well. I'd like a player. I think Alfie May offers a lot more than just what he can do on the pitch. Similar to Duke in a lot of ways with his character. Not the exact same sort of person, but having characters around like that. It is valuable.
Yeah.
There's more to be said about Alfie May, just other than the 90 minutes that he could spend on a football pitch. With that being said, though, I think we've built a squad. There are a lot of characters like that. So, it's a hard one for me to take with my heart, but thinking with my head, I can't say that it's...
You just hit the nail on the head there.
The wrong decision.
That's the mindset we've got as Blues.
And it can be brutal sometimes, can't it? Yeah, it's the other side to it.
Moving forward and just remembering that, like I say, for the betterment of the club, so we'll see even fan favourites going.
Even with Duke retiring, could be related to this in a similar sort of way. I suppose it doesn't hit quite as hard because Duke really was coming towards the tail end of his career and he's still with the club, so it doesn't sting quite as hard. Alfie May's only been with us a year. Still got a lot to give, but with the way that we're moving now, you look at Brandon Keller and Alfie Chang and George Hall, players that you spoke about, thinking, when they come back, they've got some real potential. But in just a click of the fingers, we're looking on to prospects new. Yeah. And our level's just gone so high above now that we look back at those and think, well, do they really have a place?
Well, you look at the players that are coming in, like Kyogo, Stansfield, Mari Gray coming in.
Yeah.
It's a cut above now, isn't it?
Tommy Doyle.
Huge
players, big names.
Yeah.
James Beadle, an under-21s England international goalkeeper. So we really are moving up the levels quite rapidly. So these things, this kind of fallout, I suppose, is to be expected.
Here's the little wild card rumour for you that's been touted heavily on social media today, and I don't think anything's going to come of this, but it's noteworthy of mentioning. Jamie Vardy.
Once again, no chance.
I know, but
It's not gonna happen, is it?
even on their social media sites, all their fans are on about why is he going to Birmingham. It's heavily been mentioned along the Leicester circles as well. So it's just interesting how things can get. I mean, the worst thing is this day and age, social media is brilliant, and what we've got now, we've got literally our lives in our pockets. Everything's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great. It's a pain in the backside as well at
You also get a
times,
lot of
isn't it?
nonsense. So
Exactly, and
it
there's
gets
so
clicks,
much of
it gets
it,
people
isn't there?
talking. So you got to be careful. Really, you got to take everything with a pinch of salt. Like that player from Wolves, Premier League footballer. I forget his name.
He-Chan or something like that.
Yeah, but I believe so. But that's it's reaching for the stars, isn't it? Really, which I don't think is necessarily beyond our grasp. But we've got to be careful with everyone that we're linked to.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely everyone this window, haven't we?
It's nice just to have those those lottery dreams in a way, aren't they? Just knowing that we're being linked with them. Years ago, we'd have been linked with, but we'd never even been linked with a player like that in the past. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, we don't get so much of now is outsiders looking at the club and poo-pooing our momentum and who we're being touted with, because and I don't know what the future holds in the next year, the very near future, in way of what Blues will be signing. But I tell you what, I really think that I do think there's going to be a decent signing before the end of the window. You know.
Yeah. Well, it seems that Bright is going to be used as a fullback, a right back to swap out with Laird. Once again, I think that it's nonsense that Laird would be going to Southampton. Can't see us getting rid of him at all.
Yeah, that would sting. That'd sting a bit.
That'd be silly business. Really, I wouldn't be happy about that at all. I think that'd be very, very, very daft. I have no doubt that Laird would feel like going. Not with what we're building towards, not with the momentum that we've got. But with that being said about Bright, I think we do desperately need a right winger. I haven't heard us linked to many right wingers.
And a left back.
Left back, of course. Lee Buchanan's still out. Cochrane played a lot of football last year.
Can't put it all on him.
Can't, no.
We got no. Do you know what though? Actually, saying that, just thinking about
Ben Davis, sorry to cut you off. Still looking at Ben Davis.
Yeah, what's happening there? Left-footed centre back. So if we were playing three at the back, I'd be happy to put Bright on the left sort of wing back position.
The right. Well, he can't play left back.
Ethan Laird can go on your right, or any other. Do you know what I mean? I think. Did I see? I mean, Gray's not so much of a wing back, is he? But he did come back. He was getting defensive the other day. I know, just tracking back, making some good challenges. So it's in his game now. It wasn't so much in his game when he was a kid, because obviously his mindset was totally different. But we are such a different entity under old Chris Davies now.
You really are, yeah.
Aren't we? So different. I mean, when he came out after the Burton game, he was. You could see that he weren't happy. You know it. I mean, we've seen a few of them where he's come out really seething, wasn't he? And he weren't happy the way he was doing that interview the other day, but he was trying to sort of make light of it because he wants to go. He's a proper winner.
What do you think about? This is old news now, but we haven't spoke about it on here yet. Bailey Peacock-Farrell going to Blackpool.
Yeah, on loan, season-long loan.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good for him. And I've got to be honest with you, I'd love to see him have a good season.
I'd love to see him do well, you know.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Really,
I wish the best for him. Didn't work out for him at Blues, clearly. I don't think we'll see him back at the football club again. We're going to have to loan move him. I think we moved on swiftly.
I'll tell you what we haven't spoke about. I know we've mentioned it on a couple of the other channels that we've appeared on, like Jay's and Nick's Chatting Blues and The Boy in Blue. Spoke about Beadle, because there's, if anything's torn the Blues fans down the centre, probably more 60-40 against, I'd say, this season. It's Beadle. Didn't have the greatest start. I'm assuming he was in goal for the 4-0. Don't know anything about that game whatsoever, so that'll be interesting to see. But his first memory for me of seeing Beadle playing in the Blues game was that crap pass out to give him the goal against Seville.
I think the Keep Right On podcast spoke about Sarkic, if you remember him, from Wolves on loan. And when he started for us, it was again against Millwall in pre-season again, and he made an awful howler. Gave away a goal. A lot of the fans are saying similarly to what you're saying now. Oh no, what have we done? What have we gone for here? And of course, as the tale would tell itself, he went on to have a wonderful season with us. So once again, goes back to what we're talking about with losing to Burton in general. It's pre-season.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but I think it's still about, because like
I've got to
the
remember
Keep
about
Right
the
On
position.
podcast, they honestly think Beadle's here to be number one.
Mm.
And if that's the case, I don't want to be. Yeah, we have got a top quality keeper for me in Allsop to start number one.
Isn't it more to do with this is the calibre that our squad is aiming for now, rather than Beadle being that poor?
Possibly.
This is the level that we're reaching for
Possibly,
now.
yeah.
And not just about Beadle being a poor goalkeeper, which I don't think
I don't think he's a poor goalkeeper. There's a reason why he's at Blues. There's a reason why he's at Blues. Yeah, and he's got the skill, he's got the quality, but probably age, youth, would we be better bringing someone like Mayo through?
I'd feel better about it if he wasn't alone. But I knew that he was ours for the foreseeable future to nurture and grow as a Birmingham City footballer. That's the only thing that I can say about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't judge him yet.
But I'm gonna take my own advice, and I'm gonna say we need to trust in Chris Davies.
Yeah.
So whatever he decides, we have to go with, don't we?
Is there anything else?
Not that I can recall. I mean, all this is like just. I wanted to do this tonight in particular, just to have a little bit of a catch up for everyone, because we haven't, we have been busy, but wanted to put something out. And there's just been a lot of, whether that's just speculation, and it tends to be, doesn't it? Social media talk and stuff like that. But often these little whispers, like when we first started hearing about.
Tamari Gray.
Tamari Gray. I was going to say Julian Gray. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, it's old age for you. Because there's all rumours, and it's like that's how they start, isn't it? So sometimes these things grow, and I tell you what, if there's something behind one of them.
Yeah, true. Still got some excitement. Still got a decent bit of time left in the window.
Got plenty of time yet.
Yeah,
haven't we? Plenty of time.
Still need to move on some Deadwood as well. Deion Sanderson, sorry to say, does need to go as well. Tyler Roberts will be another one, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
I don't think we should get rid of Bielik by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think that he's anywhere near the levels of a Christoph Clara. Newman, we haven't had a really decent look at, but he's looking strong.
He looks sharp.
Very, very quick.
He looks quick.
Very quick.
He was getting down that right side.
Not afraid to get forward with the ball.
Yeah.
He can dribble a bit with the ball.
Some cracking crosses in as well. The guy's got a lot, hasn't he, to offer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it was his second game. He's, played 90 minutes over 2 games, hasn't he?
Mm.
So it's not all bad, is it?
Mm.
Clara looks an absolute star, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know we're jumping around here and going backwards and forwards. This is
all right. That's how we do it, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. When have we ever had any sort of structure? But Mark Leonard as well. We really just glossed over that, and I don't want to do that. He's a quality footballer.
Yes, he is.
He has got a place at Blues. I'll just go right out there and say it. He's a brilliant footballer. What I'd love for him, I'd hate it if we sold him. Because I think that he's got a lot of potential, and I think he can grow into a great player. I would love to see him go out on loan, potentially. Ideally a championship club, not Huddersfield.
Yeah, that's what I heard, actually, over only the last couple of days. I'm sure I read somewhere that they were looking at loaning him out for a season.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, today, we're talking about Huddersfield coming in for him. Feel a lot better if that was a loan.
Mm.
It's just about safety netting, really, isn't it? If it all goes wrong for Blues and things don't quite work out this season and we end up staying in the Championship, which I hope we really don't, and I've already put my neck on the line and says it's going to be, back-to-back promotions for us, and I really want to stick to that. Yeah, but you imagine this time next year we're in the Championship again and things aren't quite looking as rosy, although I think Knighthead will look after us. It's players like Mark Leonard that could be really growing into the game. you don't want players like him at this level to come back and haunt you.
No.
Like, could you imagine this time next year, God forbid, Huddersfield had gone up and Alfie May's in his last season, for example, before he retires, and he comes and stitches Blues up. You can see things happening like that. I mean, it's cloud cuckoo land stuff, if you like, but it's Blues, isn't it? Anything can happen. Or is that the old Blues that I'm still thinking of, that I've got to get out of my mind and start thinking about the new Blues?
Yeah. I think we've just got to be careful of how many we give away as well. Just a couple of injuries here and there, and you're desperate for a Mark Leonard in the squad at the same time, aren't you? So we'll have to just see what happens. We've got to move some players on. That's just the way. That's just the lay of the land in football. Has to happen.
Well, let's see what happens in the next few days, weeks.
With Alfie May.
If we hear anything more, we can get on. We can talk about it again. If there's anything in the comments, if anyone's hearing anything, drop us a little line and we can chat about it. Come back on and see what's going on. And
if he does go though, Alfie May, you've been a wonderful servant to our football club.
Yeah, fair play to him. And Leonard as well. I don't think Leonard. Circumstances, I feel sorry for Mark Leonard because you can see he's a great central midfielder. But when you've got Pake and Iwata, and then you've got, like, okay, he's only alone. Tommy, what's his doodle coming in?
Doyle.
He's just like, yeah. His place in the starting, like, on the squad is just
getting lower and lower and lower.
And a kid of that age, he's not going to be one of these, I'll sit on the bench and bide my time. He's going to want to play football, isn't he?
Yeah, this is it.
I would imagine, if I was Leonard, I'd be like, I'll go out on loan somewhere. But I suppose then money talks as well. If someone offers you a nice fee to go and sign for them, you'd probably take that as well.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
It's difficult.
Well, we thought that we'd just have a little bit of a catch-up with you guys. Let us know your thoughts as well. Do you think Alfie May's going? Do you not? And what are your thoughts on it? Good idea, bad idea? Same with Mark Leonard. And, some of the rumours that you've heard. Some ridiculous ones as well.
He's Mitrovic signing on the last day.
Yeah. Tommy Wagner just turning in his chair. As of course there always is, those silly little rumours. Please also be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching, Dad.
Keep right on.
And we'll see you on the next one.